Good tune. I didn't want that one to end. Probably not going to be on. Well, I know it won't be on the Twitch VOD because I looked at that the other day. They're not being published until I can figure out how to keep that out of the VODs, which I haven't done yet. But doesn't have any game audio either, so I gotta fiddle with that still. Forgot to. Nice, refreshing drink before we start. Before we start playing this super scary game. Alright. Which, yeah, back, dummy. Continue. And we were just discovering this arc thing. I don't know why I'm putting the cat back on that drink. Doesn't need it. Sound looks okay. That's good. I am recording this, and I know that I got all the audio and the recording on the computer. Maybe I'll do something with that. Gotta learn more about YouTube. I don't feel like I'm using it as effectively as I could and should be. Can't get through there. Climb up. Maybe. Maybe not. Find the prompt. That's all there was to do down here, wasn't there? Oh, nope. I just went with the first thing I saw. Why didn't we just swim around and come in this door? It's the same door. Okay. Can't get through there. Not seeing a whole hell of a lot to do here. Here we go. really, really need to go find some place that sells the eye drops I like, because my eyes are dry. Okay, now this one we definitely could have swum around to and gone in this way. No idea what that was. Not sure if that was supposed to be the ground shaking or maybe me. Maybe just my vision. Hearing some little bloop kind of sounds. I see some light. Found something. Don't know what that something is yet. Looks like it's on its side by the railing. So they can put a human consciousness in a robot, but they can't make a flashlight brighter than this. I have like 3 flashlights that are way brighter than this. All of my flashlights are brighter than this. Yeah, that's kind of subtle, I think. The level of technology we've apparently achieved in this storyline. Get in somewhere. It looked like it was on its side, but this ladder would be going the wrong way. And that staircase would be... Was that MC Escher? Is that my name of the right artist? I know I'm thinking of the right picture. don't like that sound. It sounds like the thing I'm walking on is about to collapse.
Find a working escape vessel.
Maybe we can't open this. Nope. So I see the sign for the emergency shuttle. Know what's happening to me right now. Oh, is it a monster of some sort? I bet it is. And we can't close that door. It's the Christmas lights with a body. Moved a lot slower than I thought it was going to. First. Alright, where'd it go? Let me get out of here. Looked like it was moving really slow at first, and then all of a sudden there it was. I don't like the way it makes me glitch. Now I can close that door. So I will.
The sky is pitch black with smoke. The ocean is dark.
Don't tell me it's in there where I need to go. Yes, it is. Alright. So it's in there where I need to go. That's unhandy. Need to figure out a way around that. Which way did I... That way. To the left. No door to close. I'll assume I'm going the right way. Hope I'm going the right way, and be wrong. Nope. Alright. Really? I was just about to say I got away from you. Sure would be nice if I had some indication of where it is. I guess I'll just wait here until I stop glitching out. And once I stop glitching out, I'm going to assume it has moved on. So I may have to go dig this eyelash out. Yeah, I think it's alright. Alright. Oh, damn it. Surely it's not smart enough to have seen me stick my head out this door and close it back. Is that the kind of luck that I have? I think it is. That's asked and answered. Alright, won't go. Nope. So we can't just run by it. Alright, well, I'm now on the verge of death. But I'm past it. Nothing helpful in here. Maybe. No, get out of my way. Trying to rifle through the drawers here, looking for whatever I was supposed to be looking for. Oh, damn it. Damn it. There's nowhere else to go. Hey, you go away. Oh, we're not dead again. I still don't know where I'm supposed to go. Except back towards the thing. Well, yeah, now we're gonna die. We're gonna die this time. Let's, find something to defend ourselves with. Are we gonna do this? Nowhere else to go here. Throw the skull at him. Something a little heavier to throw. And get killed anyway. That is really blowing my ears up. Oh, I did? I had no idea that I died. Alright. So... not sure where to go or how to get around that thing. Do something here.
According to navigation, it's close to Portugal. Any signs of life? Hopper, it's on fire. Everything is. Way into this. Firestorm covering the continent.
Can I hide anywhere? Seems like it kind of teleports. Here's a dead end. Somewhere else to go in here? This is the hallway I died in a minute ago. And that's the room I was in a minute ago. Dang it, man. Just dead ends and hallways. What am I missing? Alright. So if we keep moving, it can just be really hard to catch. Alright, it's down there. This room had nothing. This room has nothing. I can't get on this computer or anything, right? This is a dead end. I don't want to stay in here long. Is this a dead? Yep, another dead end. Two days later, and I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. I know that I remembered before, though. I remember talking and being very unclear about what was happening. There it is. Looks like a different room. there's some health, so we'll have to save that and remember where it is. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it already. Yep. Oh, that's... What? Spawned right in front of me in the doorway. That's just not... Okay. Maybe not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still pretty bad. Okay. I don't think I found this before. Ah, emergency shuttle. Not in here. You know what? Let's just keep moving. No. Keep moving. What are you doing? Why are you stopping? Maybe it can't climb ladders. Of course, I do kind of wish I'd gotten that health before. There was the sea anus back there, but we're not going to go back there. Fortunately, that thing doesn't seem to be able to climb ladders, not stairs. Maybe it can't do stairs either. Yeah, the layout of this place doesn't make sense. We have any health anywhere? Oh, don't tell me there's another one. There's another one.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. All efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Inbound.
Okay, we don't need... Because we got hit twice and didn't die before. Let's see if we can get past this area without using up that sea anus. So I'm feeling a little better. Get the health now? Okay, now I don't know if I care to do that. I don't know what it's going to do. If I'm not getting health for it. All right. I wonder if I'm going to have to pull all of those things out to make the emergency shuttle work. Like, this isn't bad enough an emergency to make it work, so those need to come out. Went in there. Didn't go in here. Looks like an interesting room, though.
The crew, what's left of it, is doing okay. For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
Because I think I need it. Are we using a finger or a fist? And we're doing the fist again. Alright.
For the rest of the world, there's no good way to describe it. The destruction is absolute. The surface is just gone.
Doesn't look like there's much of anything to do in here. Oh, I just heard another voice. Did we go down here? Yeah, my phone's going. Okay. Well, let's look around a little bit more then. Make sure I didn't miss a prompt. My damn back hurts. Spend a couple hours bent down just a little bit and it makes you sore. And bending over a prep table. Hey, Infernal, how are you? I was just whining about my back. I was bent over a prep table making pizzas and crap today, and my back still hurts. Got off work almost 3 hours ago, and I'm still hurting. How are you doing today? Having a good day? Been a good week since I seen you last? I haven't had Subway in a while. It's good food. I usually go in and get You usually get the Italian BMT, I think it's called. That's a pretty good one. Alright, let's start unplugging things. That is loud. That seems so loud. Return to game, dummy. I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna do that. Apparently you get ambushed by whatever that is.
Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency vessels.
I might just die. Is that like awful to listen to on your side? Because that kind of is awful to listen on mine. Oh, I got stuck on the processing page. I haven't had that happen on the app, but I've had it happen on web pages. What sandwich are you going to try to order? Fiery meatball sounds good. Alright. Now, is it going to let me really run this time? That thing caught up with me before. Yeah, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Where's the door? I can't remember where the door went. Right there. I don't know if it's just that loud or if it's just that obnoxious a sound. That is awful. I'll walk around for a couple of minutes, see if I can figure out where I'm supposed to go once I unplug everything. Because I don't know. Got any big plans coming up this weekend? The little town I'm in has our big Fall Fest. Started today, runs through Sunday. And I started thinking they were a little bit busier just today, and big days tomorrow, so I don't think I should be real super shocked if I get a text message about coming in tomorrow. Yeah, another doorway to get out of that room. So I decided I'd come on, even though it's a little earlier than I think is optimal for this game. Door was open. I think it set me back a little bit, because there's our health. But I figured coming on early and I could still hit up the gaming night tonight. I think there'll be a couple of fun things going on, the way Azrael's talking. I gotta build myself a mental map where I do and don't want to go. We know this is blocked off. Don't want to go back down to the other Christmas tree light thing. Yeah, I've had most of my deaths in this area. Yeah, I was being chased in here, so I couldn't really explore this.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop the comet have officially failed. Impact is imminent.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything blatantly obvious. What's up here? Anything up here? No. Ah, you got your food ordered. Good deal. Did you get the 6-inch, or you going balls deep and getting the foot long? Ooh, more health. And some sort of screen. Which I don't think does me anything right now. Success isn't big enough.
Crew, this is your captain speaking.
So you agree that size matters? I think the foot long might be a bit much sometimes, but the 6-inch, I agree with you on that. I always end up getting hungry a little earlier again than I'd like to be. Oh, maybe if they had an 8. Nothing useful. Is there a ledge I can? No. Okay. If I open that, nothing there. Sideways stairs that go up into a corner? Place is nuttier than the Winchester house. I bet it's going to be another prompt I just haven't managed to pick up on. Jumping between streams? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate you giving me any attention, man. No prompts. Where I'm supposed to go, and still just kind of assuming I'm supposed to unplug the engines. Two doorways out. Nothing. Man, that chick that I installed on my tool She seemed to know something about this thing, so where the hell is she telling and not telling me where to go? I'm supposed to go out that way somehow? Supposed to find an emergency shuttle. We found sort of where they are. I missed something at the other end of this room. Which I would hope I don't need to come back this way, because this is where the Christmas tree light thing pops up. See, and this door didn't work. Yeah. I wonder if that door opens, and that's where Lighthead comes through. Let's lead him out. Get him out of the room, circle around him. It just seems so loud. And get him out of the room.
Proceed to the emergency vessels.
He's close. He's a quick one. Well, it was worth a shot. Died again. All right. Number that I don't recognize from an area code I'm not in. Hi, how are you today? Not curious enough to respond to you. That's how I'm doing. I think I recognize that area code. There's no one up there that... I know a couple people that's up there, but I haven't heard from them in years, so... If they want to talk, I hope they have a good reason. Yeah, we explored that room. There's no other doors between here and the first Christmas Lighthead. I'm getting tired of getting lightheaded.
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking.
Okay, so something I would have missed.
The final efforts to stop the comet have
Doesn't seem to...
impact.
Any prompts?
Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. The final efforts to stop
Haven't
the
noticed
comet
that
have officially
door.
failed. Impact is imminent.
I wonder if that's where I'm supposed to go. Let's find out. We either gonna die or we either gonna win. We've already done one of the two.
Reactor collapse imminent.
Run,
Proceed to the
fool.
emergency vessels.
This thing seems to be keeping up with me pretty good. Oh, crap, where am I going? Door. And it's not an issue of the door being locked. Okay. So, So we got to think about this a little differently. Can't find any other doors. Not finding any other prompts. We're unplugging engines because that's the only prompt that I see. What would Brian Boitano do? Darn it. I gotta find that. Because I know it's gonna leach oil or something into my carpet. So, ow. Where's the any button? Yeah, I don't know what to do. Keep poking around until I find something, I suppose. That's what I've been doing. Alright. So we gotta figure out where to go before we make the reactors melt down. Supposed to get up on that box and jump up through that hole? Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Crawl under. Getting up on here's not really working for me. It's going to be something obvious that I'm just stupiding my way past. And somehow not seeing. Does this give me any hints? What does this say? Nothing I can read. Although this does explain some of the weird ladders and stairways. It tilts. It goes nose down. So some of these turn 90 degrees and it makes sense. Tempted to go out, just unplug the engines, run around to stay away from the Christmas light ball. Just let the thing explode, I guess. Just, I don't know what else to do. That oil would be so emulsified by now. Oil and water. It can and it will happen. I've seen it numerous times. Water will emulsify into, say, engine oil, and it makes it super, super thick. Makes it kind of like chocolate pudding. Remember, we had a bucket of oil that was like that. Well, I'm thinking of two separate things. It's been a while. I've drained engine oil that had coolant leak into it, and it got really thick. That's what that was. And it was thick enough I took this tube that I used for sucking up oil, stuck it down in there at an angle about like that, and it stayed there. It didn't fall over. It was so thick that it was holding. I think it had to have weighed 3 pounds. And it just held it there. But I've also seen it emulsify to where it kind of starts looking like, I'm not sure how to describe it. Maybe like a cappuccino, sort of a real light brown or sort of a grayish color, and it's water that is mixed with the oil. And that's what happens when people aren't paying enough attention to their equipment. Okay, that's a lot dimmer now that I turned that off and back on. Alright. Let's blow this puppy and just run around in circles. I haven't really found the game too creepy or scary, but I guess I know I don't get creeped out real easy, so. But it is a very interesting environment. It's pretty cool, I think.
Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the emergency vessels.
Alright. And now we're gonna run in circles. He's right on my tail. Oh. Yeah, he's keeping up with me. That one's quick. That's real quick. I'm not real sure how long to let this go for. It might not ever explode. In the original Deus Ex, you sink a super freighter, and it says after you've met all the requirements to sink the thing, to scuttle it, it says it's going to sink in like 30 minutes, but if you actually hang out on that map for over 30 minutes, nothing happens. I don't know if it's going to be the same with this. Getting a good workout in, though. Going up and down these stairs. Running. The sound is kind of obnoxious. I don't think this is doing me any good. I don't think it's gonna blow. Let's go unplug the other one. See if we even can. The thing's gonna catch up to me. Oh, it's already unplugged. And get away from me. Yep. That sound. Okay, so I'm supposed to find emergency escape vessels. Emergency shuttle or whatever they call it. I'm not seeing that specifically. I don't know what unplugging these engines is getting me. Hmm. If I have any quiet chatters who would like to give me a hint, I wouldn't turn it down. Okay, so you unplug 3 of them and then the other one comes undone. There's only 4 of them here. And the door through there doesn't unlock. Nothing over here. This game has made me feel blind and stupid a couple of times now. This is awesome. Is it every stream that I do, I end up wandering around, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I'm bad at games and I'm making no secret about that, but good night. Need another door or a button or something. I gotta go back and explore the first area a little bit. Might be something there that I missed. Yeah, because that other Christmas tree light head doesn't seem to be here. Guess those aren't for me to open. What is this? This looks vaguely familiar. I think I saw this as I was running away. Aha. I was being a little too cautious.
Huh? What? Oh, you made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving. Wait, what? Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding? How much more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look at the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's an override or something.
There's monsters out there, like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get going.
What?
Come on, you know the drill. Don't look at them or get too close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Ah, shit.
We need to get out of here.
I know. I'm going.
And I already know what to do. I just need to run like the wind. Is this the right way? This is the right way. Since we're not searching for things anymore, we can run. Make up for time that we were searching. How is a robot at the bottom of the sea panting as it runs? That just doesn't make sense on the face of it. A little more space between me and it. Alright, get up and run.
Reactor collapse.
Oh crap.
The emergency missiles.
Alright, well, I'm not looking at it, and I think it's still chasing me. So, her advice sucks.
Okay, I'm in.
Now let's get the hell out of here.
It's taking so long.
I need to pump all the water out before we take off.
Can't you do it any faster?
I'm almost there. All right, here we go. Hold on to something.
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
Thought I was done for back there.
Seems like the WoW is keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure
Ow.
state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WoW.
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
Oh, we made a new
Is
cancer.
that the ship?
Looks like
Yay.
the sabotage worked better than expected. Brace for impact! Hold on, the blast just pushed us off the plateau.
What does that mean?
If I don't hit Delta, we're dead.
Good news.
Please remain seated.
Okay, I can look around. Can't really... Okay, there we're moving. Where's my door? Where's my door to open? There.
I'll never get this open.
robot things.
Oh, hey, little guy. Didn't expect to see you again. Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way to Theta.
Where are we at now, though? Oh, you got your sub, huh? Good deal. Did you get any chips or drink to go with it? They got pretty good cookies, too. Control room. It looks like something important can be done in there. How do I get in?
Hell of a day, am I right? Can't believe how much I'm sweating in this suit.
Hey, could you maybe help? I need to get to Theta.
Make yourself useful.
Hey, can you hear me?
Say the same thing to you.
Will you?
Hey, you.
Help me out here, will you?
Alright. That guy's no help. I think I got... Usually would get the jalapeno chips when I did Subway.
Good robot.
They had a double chocolate chip. It was pretty good too. It's been a while since I had Subway, so I don't remember the menu very well.
You saw that, right? You saw Akers fucking injecting that shit into them?
He got me pretty bad.
I think I made it worse pulling away. I can feel it bleeding out. Can you see him?
Fuck. He got on the Zeppelin.
Ghost
He's going
pepper
back to
bread?
Theta. We have to warn them.
Good luck with that. The platform radio is dead. Remember?
The Lumar Annex should work. It has to.
Yeah. You go. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just not.
Come on, Evans. We have to warn them. Come on.
I've never tried anything with ghost pepper in it. I've been getting kind of curious about some of the spicier stuff, but I get the acid reflux. You know, when I eat spicy too much, I feel it. So I've gotten cautious over the years with spice. So, more Zeppelin. Can't listen to this guy's final thoughts. Well, I think I could handle the at least a little bit to kind of check it out. I'd never really got into super hot. I'm trying to remember, there was a brand of potato chips years ago. Poor Brothers. I don't know if they went out of business or they just don't have them in this area anymore. But they had... Actually, it might have been habanero. Yeah, I think it was habanero chips. I liked them. Had good flavor. Weren't too spicy. But, yeah, those were good. Like I said, I'm a little careful these days with the spice because of the acid reflux. But I'd try something fairly spicy here and there, just for the fun of it, for the experience. Okay, I don't need the health right now. Anything in here worth doing? Ghost pepper chicken noodle soup. Yeah. Is the flavor pretty good though? Habanero, a bit spicier than jalapeno. That's kind of what I remember thinking at the time. But I think somehow it had kind of developed a reputation for being hotter than it was. But I like the flavor. Most of the time when I get something spicy, I'm thinking more about the flavor than how hot it actually is. Campbell's. I might have to look in the soup aisle at the grocery store when I go. I might go later today, I don't know. If not today, then tomorrow. See if they have that. I used to keep soups and things on hand. You know, kind of the just in case sort of thing. A little bit of my bug in prepper shit. You know, just getting cans of soup and vegetables is it's a good idea. But they didn't keep all that long.
That's a long drop.
So I don't keep as much of that on hand as I used to. Pushed a button in the
Careful.
control room that didn't do anything. Didn't see anything in that last room other than health. A ladder I can climb up on? No. It does not. Do you get a lot of spicy food? Or is it kind of a once in a while thing? For me, it's just once in a while. That's where I was just looking, I think. Okay, so maybe I missed a frozen door. My little robot buddy can open for me. Yeah? So fairly regular, you get it. Cool, cool. I remember years ago, my daughter was still pretty little. I hadn't really started doing a lot of cooking yet. So I got a lot of bag food, bag and box meals, which is, it's okay once in a while. I still do it once in a while, but I was doing it more than I should have at the time. So after a while, I moved away from it, but I had gotten, I forget what it was, Mongolian chicken or something like that. And open it, and I pour it out into the skillet, and my daughter's hanging out with me. She was 6, 7 maybe at the time. And I pull out the little bag of spicy peppers. And she didn't like spice at the time. I don't think she's super into it now. But she goes, "Oh, let's not put that in there." And I'm thinking it's mass produced. It's probably not going to be that spicy. And I was like, it's probably not going to be bad. So I bit down on one, just a little bite. It caught me off guard. I was a little surprised by it. She thought it was hilarious, of course. Yeah, it definitely, it burned me a little bit. That's funny, though. Here's a door. Oh, nope, I've already opened that one. I think. Yeah, this is the control room. Yes. And this... Okay, so I'm pushing it and nothing's happening. She is now 22. Closer to 23, actually. Her birthday's in January. She is much more prepared and intelligent for life than I was at that age.
You know better than that.
Hey, can you hear me?
Help me out here, will you?
Hey, you.
Don't
Guy's
stand
not-
there. You know better than that.
He's not gonna give me anything. I explore over here. I did, because that's the Zeppelin thing. Maybe I missed something in here. You got a family, Infernal? Oh. Is this... If I knew which direction was which, this might help me out a little more. Parents and sister, okay. You guys all live pretty close to each other, get together, hang out, and all that sort of stuff? How's that bathroom? Any buttons here? Oh, there's a button. Ah, okay. Now we're making progress. Oh, same house? Yeah, it's gotta be kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, hope you guys are getting along well enough that that's not too horrible for anyone. That's good you have some support, though. You know, families should take care of each other. I've got family, but I'm not real close to most of them. And pretty much me, my daughter, and a cousin. Cousin's a little bit older. I mean, we get along pretty well, but it's been a while since I texted with her much. Need to check in on the old girl. She and her husband were married like 50 years, and he passed away in 2020? Let's say January. But she's still she's still independent. You know, she's a cool chick. I don't want to play chess. This doesn't do anything that I want it to do. Got one of these things floating outside. Can I click on anything and make it do anything? No. Alright. Any other buttons that I haven't seen? Oh, you're doing a lot of the upkeep on the place? That's good. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got a good place and you guys hang out and get along well. You know, it definitely could be worse. You know, you don't have to go out and just get a job just to get by. So, I mean, like I always say, you do what you got to do to get by. But if you can do something and find time to enjoy yourself, have a good life, yeah, everyone should be enjoying themselves. Oh, I thought I was up on top of that. Was 2020 what kind of messed with you? You said you haven't worked in a while? I've met a few people that lockdowns and everything really screwed up their jobs and their lives and all that. Wait a minute. There's a door that doesn't look like I've opened it yet. It actually opens on its own. Aha. If I stoop it around long enough, I will find what I need. This place doesn't look like it was flooded. Light is hurting my eyes. He's telling me I don't need vitreous flesh inside my skull to see salvation. I will gladly remove them. Stop them from obfuscating this divine mission. Ramblings of a perfectly sane man. Job searching is tough. I feel for you. I remember back when I was still going to the farm every summer, I would fill out a couple hundred applications over the course of a winter. And I'd get a couple of phone calls at the very end about the time that the farm was starting to need me. Yeah, their employers, I think, have gotten a lot pickier than they were even when I was a little kid. I mean, my dad, well, of course, he also had some skills. He was a machinist. But I think he only had a couple of real options that he could keep going back to. But chess again? No. I'm not smart enough for chess. I'm not sure I'm smart enough for checkers. Blood coming out of the top of the thing, and Door won't open. Maybe a good thing. Well, the key part of this I can read without having to click on the thing. Mm-hmm. Any buttons? Or is it just chess? I think it's just chess. Where'd this dude go? I mean, that's kind of a creepy little thing to think about. Okay, yeah, BRB, groovy. Corrupt opponent. The guy who was in here before me, not that button. He seemed kind of corrupt. I wonder if it's the guy in the robot. That's where he ended up. What's the point of this room? What did this say? Starting to watch WoW claim Delta. Wow. Not sure that tells me a whole lot.
Hey, can you hear me?
Help me out here, will you?
Yeah,
Hey,
that
you.
Give me some room, will you?
didn't change that. What's this thing?
I think I need some vacation, sir. I have to speak with Akers about that. Isn't that right, Akers?
So is the little robot Acres?
Yeah. You put in a good word for me.
Gotta turn it on first. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. Link established. 49. So green's no good, red's no good. Yellow is okay. And we have 8 buttons here. So maybe that did something in here. Maybe it's the red button in the other little building. Okay, opponent is still corrupt. New prompts on the buttons. Go back to the control room, where that little red button on the wall was. If I can find my way back to it. Right there it is. Doesn't seem to have done much. Realistically, I'd say this control panel's probably fucked and not going to do anything for me, but in a video game, maybe it still does something. Doesn't seem to, though. Okay. So we looked at this green sign. What other green signs were there off in the short distance? Let's see, that's the Zeppelin thing. Ah. That's the one we're going to. 049.
The Zeppelin's on its way. Better get ready.
Strasky, you can see the Zeppelin now.
Good. Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep losing their set routes. Voltec did say that you could have fixed it on your side by redigging the antenna. Guess it doesn't matter now. Earl, you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Akers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right. See you soon, Brandon. Happy evac.
Peter, can you hear me?
I hear you, Terry. I mean, Mr. Akers, sir.
I've changed my mind. I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow. Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying Lambda at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay. See you when you get here.
Doesn't play music. Okay, that's just to make it look cool. Alright.
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
I imagine it would be.
At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course, is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for moving materials between the sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
I had to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on, I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots. Sort of. I'll get us the chip. Guess I have no choice.
Okay, so I gotta go find that one that seems to have a one-sided conversation. That'll be the one I'll take out.
Oh, come on.
Come here. I gotta tase you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Can I not pick it back up? He just flew off somewhere. I dropped this because reason. I can't pick it up because reason. And the robot with the chip that I need is gone. Does it give me another taser?
Still need that chip to fix Catherine.
And it does not. Okay, see, and now my little friend is afraid of me. Is this where the thing was? And it's gone now? Oh, wait, is this it? This is the guy. Why can't I get the chip? Give me the prompt to take the chip. There it
This
is.
works.
Okay.
Thanks, Simon. Don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah.
Not really.
I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
I guess I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we could get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. It's not just a switch, it's a switch and a button. What's the little screen over here showing me? 2 screens.
We got a slight detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah.
We should touch down
Start
on a
talking
cargo
at me as
platform
soon as
just
I walk
outside
away.
Beta. Then we just head inside, grab the Dunbat, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way. We don't have to worry though, because with the Dunbat, the Ark could have been in the Mariana Trench. It'll hold for anything.
That's great.
And then we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good
Like
balance
the other guy.
between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omni tool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go,
Claim
the
me.
artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel,
Yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
is it the WoW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed
Yeah,
with purpose.
that's interesting.
It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
I think they were trying to bring up questions about humanity and artificial intelligence. In this case, would it be real intelligence or would it be artificial, since it's a person's consciousness stuck in a robot? Let's see what this has to say.
Strasky, wake up Dr. Masters. We're bringing in anchors.
What's wrong?
What can I say? He's had a rough day.
Jesus Christ. He's all butchered by structure shrapnel. The lab surgeon a number on him.
Brandon, flip the panic switch on the suit. I don't want to burn through the oxygen.
You're kidding, right? He's fucking hanging on by a thread. We need to move him.
Strasky, get the infirmary ready. We need to move fast.
Wait. Where are Kumarabi and the others?
This is all we got. I guess he's still at Delta.
Emma, I can't do this on my own. Grab the other side.
Strask, ready or not, we're coming in.
All right. See you soon.
It's very interesting because there's not really any perception of, at least I haven't picked up on anything that gives me any sense of time other than it's been a while that this place has been kind of abandoned, kind of left to rot. Underwater environment like this is kind of cool. It's an interesting game. What do you think?
This thing on? Can everyone hear me?
Go ahead, Strom.
Listen up, all members of staff. The art project has caused a lot of arguments the last few months. I'm not gonna pretend I understand what the hell Sarang talked about and how his continuity suddenly made sense to kill yourself. For the fucking love of God, or whatever you think is important, don't kill yourself. This place is miserable enough. Don't force your friends to clean up your blood. Rest in peace, all of you. Good?
Beautiful, sir. All right, everyone. Show's over.
Seems like a
Get back to
reasonable
work.
request. Well, I hope it's interesting to watch. It's definitely different from most of the games I've played. Usually I have some sort of a gun by now.
I can figure this out.
Like I said, I usually play different games and I'm trying to branch out a little bit. Okay, so it's going to need something to give me a leverage on that, I guess.
That's everything, right? Thank you, Catherine. Wait. Am I already here?
Looks a little bit like Johnny Five from the right angle.
Hello?
Who is that? Mark?
No, we haven't met before.
Is this the Ark?
I think we're safe.
Oh, I was so worried something had gone wrong.
What's your name?
Robin Bass. Theta Field Service Technician.
Nice to meet you, Robin.
See, and if I unplug that, she shuts down or dies.
How did you get here?
I need to play Hitman, period. I haven't played Hitman.
Like the others.
I played Assassin's Creed and first-person shooters, so
At least I think so.
makes sense that I would have, and I just
How does
never
that
did.
work? Did dying get you into the Ark?
Wow, you're definitely not from Theta. Let me guess, Omicron? Wasn't sure Catherine would be able to scan you guys. You're lucky. There was a lot of talk about this at Theta. The idea is, when you're activated in the Ark, there's basically two of you, right? One human, one living skin in the Ark. You don't want your copy to survive you. You yourself want to survive on the Ark. If the human you dies before the scan is initiated, or closely after, you yourself would live on in the Ark. Amazing, right?
I don't think I'd want to do it. I think I'd want
Catherine put
to
you
be a
up to this?
robot.
Killing yourself?
Catherine Chun? No. I don't think you understand. She just did scans and put them into the Ark. I hope I get to meet her soon so I can apologize. She always got into trouble with Strohmeyer when someone killed themselves.
I think she's okay with it.
Where is everyone? I thought there would be like 40 or 50 people here.
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see anyone.
The thing it makes me kind of think about is, it's basically, you'd be a copy in a robot. It wouldn't really be you. So
I don't understand.
I don't really see the appeal.
I'm not sure how to say this.
I mean, I do, I just don't think it's real.
This is
Yeah?
pretty amazing, right? I mean, the Ark.
Yeah, it's great. Catherine and the guys have really pulled through. They saved us all.
See you later.
Will do.
Alright. That's all that conversation is, I think. Figure out a way to get the door open. Let's look around to see what we can find. The Hitman games look fun. It's one of those ones where I see it and I kind of go, why didn't I already try that one? I'm not going to be able to open that. Oh, that's that arc thing. The Zeppelin. I think I said arc. What am I stuck on? What was the last game you played, Infernal? Soma Eterna. That doesn't sound familiar. What's that about?
Sarah, are you there? Who is this? Catherine? I'm busy working. Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for what you did. Don't worry about it, but you should stand up for yourself. I mean, Strohmeyer doesn't have that kind of authority. You could just tell him to go fuck himself. Oh,
Castlevania style?
I just
Cool,
don't.
cool.
I'm not that kind of a person. You can't expect people to fight for you all the time. You're a brilliant person, Kath. You're so smart it makes my head spin, but sometimes you just disappear into yourself. Suddenly it's like talking to a fucking 5-year-old. It's just hard. I can't just be more like that.
No
Everyone
offense.
know I'm pretending. It's not too late to win people over. Strasky likes you. I like you. Reed likes you. Strasky likes everybody. Yeah, that's true. Wait, you think Reed likes me? Catherine, a lot of people like you. You just need to open up a little. Be more approachable. Can I get back to work now? I'd rather not be reprimanded twice in one day. Okay. See you back inside. Over and out.
Is that did they give that a first-person shooter kind of perspective, or did they also take it back to Castlevania influence and make it a side-scroller? I'm noticing side-scrollers are... Yeah, there's a few of them that I've noticed anyway. I suppose I shouldn't say that they're popular or anything, but I've just noticed a few of them. Ah, it is. Cool. A lot of indie games have them. Maybe it's easier to make side-scroller than first-person. It makes sense to me that it would be. So for a smaller developer, that makes a lot of sense. I think I have to unplug her. I'm not sure what that's going to get me. I'm not sure how that would... Because it's a jammed up lever. Borderlands. I've talked about Borderlands with a Oh, there's more to do with this. With a guy that I knew at a former job. He wasn't a gamer, but... Jeez. Okay, that was not how I thought that was going to work. But yeah, he did like... I forget which one. There's 2 or 3 Borderlands, isn't there? He said that he did like one. What's... Pre-sequel? Yeah, I forget which one he said. He did like... What's the name of the Macho Man kind of character? Mr. Torque? Or something like that? He told me a little bit about that dude. He seemed like a pretty interesting character. Yeah, wandering around when I just needed to pull the thing back out. I have mixed emotions about using the mouse the way this does. Mr. Torgue? Okay. Yeah, I think we looked up some of his voice lines and cut scenes and stuff like that on his work laptop. It was an interesting character.
Hello?
Tiny
Anyone
Tina
there?
sounds familiar.
Well, Catherine, we found Theta.
It looks like some place to go up here. Any favorite video game characters? I always thought Ezio was a very interesting character. The Chief. Okay, I didn't need to throw it. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to keep making the same, continuing the same series, and really continually making it good. Yeah, and I guess no one's too impressed with the Borderlands TV show, and I sometimes think the same thing about Assassin's Creed. It just hasn't been the same since that last Ezio game. They're not even about assassins anymore. The last couple of them that I played.
Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing
I did like
stopping us when
Black
we
Flag though.
You guys sure have a lot of machines.
That
and
was a fun
vehicles
game.
down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport
I
that can
thought
go
so,
into
anyway.
the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kat, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it can survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's
heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a
Politics ruins a lot of stuff.
How bad is it?
It's we don't
Stuff
write
that's
these
not
things
even
down
should
on
be
the back.
politics.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Kind of the same way. I'm guessing that I'm seeing like some of these movie remakes and think that was part of the problem with Concord. One, that they were trying to put in some of these politicized issues. Is that the sort of thing you're talking about? Borderlands Handsome Collection. Okay. I'm gonna have to start writing some of this stuff down. I'm having so many games come to my attention these days.
Looks like all your friends
Wow.
moved downstairs.
This is that's back. Yeah, I've added several Steam web pages to my bookmarks, which is already a wreck. I need to start going through that thing and cleaning it up. I got stuff in my bookmarked pages that I'm keeping track of it for. Like, I have one thing that, I suppose this door doesn't open. Yes, it does. A few years ago, I bought some new doors for the Humvee that I have. And the page that was listed that actually sold them was direct from the manufacturer. And they had an overrun. So they were selling them on the private market. So I got 4 new doors for cheap. But I bookmarked that page, and the page is now gone. The company still exists, so I'm keeping the bookmark. Well, I suppose I probably would have changed the bookmark to the main page for the company or something, but yeah, and I'm never gonna need it again.
It's like they all just cleared out.
But, I don't like the way that sounds.
What's so interesting downstairs? Just maybe the shuttle station.
Should we go check?
Rather not. Feeling about this.
Okay, this isn't gonna get me anywhere. You think we're gonna find another Christmas tree light headed thing down here?
Close to the shuttle station in case something went wrong.
You're really stuck on that one.
I'm just worried about the call list.
Probably a bad idea. One of these rooms is going to have something in it. Yeah, that is a little different than I was expecting too. I mean, I enjoy it well enough anyway. But yeah, I definitely was expecting more alien than people and androids. I think this game was on the poll, which is probably why it was in my mind enough. But, yeah, I think her streams are always fun, though, so. I mean, I don't know about you, I sat and watched her dye a fucking wig for 3 or 4 hours. You know? Hanging out with the other chatsters. BSing with her a little bit. Good time to me.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Can I do anything? Find her diary. Ask and ye shall receive. Probably nothing in here that's going to be interesting. Yeah, this is boring. Yeah, there's nothing. I think she was just finishing that up when I came to the community. She was just finishing that and starting with Ocarina of Time, which I want to play. I wasn't sitting in on the streams as much at the time. Due to work schedule and just I hadn't really got there yet, I guess. But I missed enough of the game, and it's been long enough. I think I could still enjoy it. Just before Halloween last, so you're coming up on a year with the community, huh? That's cool. I think, I'm going to say late January, early February, YouTube made a suggestion. And I remember kind of thinking, all right, you know, pretty girl doing reactions. We've been here before. I'll check it out. I'll get bored in a week because that's what had always happened before. And here we are, October. But, yeah, I always enjoy it. Yeah, I hang out there and Red Dead 2. Did she just do 2 or did she do the first one too? I wasn't aware. I thought it was, I mean, I've heard about it for however long. Mm-hmm. Well, she was the second one that I kind of found through YouTube. Well, the second streamer. And I started watching clips and YouTube stuff. And like after a week, 2 weeks maybe, I started thinking, all right, you know, she streams. I'm getting a lot of entertainment value. I'll go see what I can do to show a little bit of support on this so she can continue to do this. So I showed up, donated a bunch of biddies, and I don't hang out with the first one at all anymore. Just kind of a long story. My work schedule kind of started to conflict with that, and she kind of has some issues that I think she needs to attend to. But yeah, it's the same thing. She only played the second one though. It's all right, I guess. I played the second Thief game. You follow a lot of other of Australian streamers, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I think I follow. I think maybe 2 streamers that aren't somehow either in the community or kind of close. Like Lydia, I follow. I go watch her stream once in a while, but she's kind of a neighbor of the community, I guess you could say. I think pretty much everyone else outside of her is our community, except for one. But, let's see, did I go through the drawers? No, the shiny stuff looks important. Maybe it's not. Okay. So, or I don't know if you said this and I've forgotten, or if I never knew. Are you Australian yourself? Just happened to watch a lot of them, huh? That's cool. York. I was in New York once, years ago. I'm not really a big city kind of guy. Oh my god, dude, all of these things. Okay, there's some sort of notes about the sea anuses. I want to say I was maybe 12 when I was in New York. I don't remember seeing any of the major sites. Not up close anyway. I mean, you can see the Statue of Liberty and things like that from a ways out, but we didn't actually go over to it. I found something like that. A flower and an epoxy block. Oh, you're talking about the state, not the city. Okay. I hear a lot of the state's okay. Okay, a lot of this is just setting up the world environment, which is cool. It makes it feel more like a real place. But, ominous sounding noises. Cool, cool. Why did I hear footsteps? Yeah, I've heard that. The city pretty much... And we're sticking with the fist. The city pretty well calls the shots for the state, which is
What
dumb.
the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Oh, I think we got a monster. Oh, I didn't finish my thought about Ocarina of Time. When I was living at the dorms at the university that I went to for a few semesters, one of my roommates there had an N64 and had Ocarina of Time. And I started playing it, but I didn't finish it. I think I got about up to the point where you're going to the Gerudo camp. And I think that was where semester ended or the year ended or whatever, and I never revisited the game. I've got it in the original console bookmarked.
To my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Might just use an emulator to save money, though. It looks like a fun game. Okay. I do want to play original consoles where I can, though.
So you saved the whole staff digitally on these chips?
That was the plan.
You're not looking too healthy.
Damaged.
Yeah, those are all screwed up. Link to the Past. Love that one. That's a great one. It's going to have the same problems as the other one. I'll leave that there so I know where it is. I'm sure that's going to come up later. Yeah, Link to the Past.
This is where I did my scan.
Super
And
Metroid.
all the others, I suppose.
It's another one. I do have that one.
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Yeah.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
The one I've got, I had bought from a place 16 years or so ago, and I think they went through it and cleaned it up. Probably wouldn't hurt to crack it open myself and take a look at least, though. Not real sure what she wants me to do here.
David Munchie. How did this... What is this? Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munchie's templates. A legacy scan.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they
Don't entirely remember my reasoning, but I sold my original Nintendo and Super Nintendo years ago.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
Yeah, a few years ago, I ended up going and buying one of each in a couple of games. I don't play them all that often anymore. I did start playing Super Mario World, I don't know, a month ago, something like that. The Nintendo, the original Nintendo, it's a little buggy, and I've seen some YouTube videos that I think would help crack it open and make some adjustments to the connections. It's a little picky about that. A couple of my games are hard to get it running. And I did not take the time today. I'm just noticing that it's cutting off the chat. That's irritating. I forgot about that. Noticed it on the VOD the other night. A cartridge with all the Mario games on it? That was an original one? I don't remember hearing about that. Or is that something that came later?
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Yeah, I remember that adapter you're talking about. I remember seeing them, but I had both systems, so I never worried about getting it. I had this system, so I just get the game. Can I do anything with this? No. Super Game Boy, man, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot all about Super Game Boy. Somebody stole my Game Boy. It took me a little while, but I have a feeling I know who it was. It was a friend I had at the time. I noticed a couple of things had gone missing, and it was after he came over. So he stopped coming over after I had a couple of things.
Simon, the last report filed by the
New
staff
adapter?
mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. Proxy is totally blind, just like Acres, but it listens. Careful, we spotted two more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. Seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
I'll keep my eyes open.
I have a feeling we just got a description of our newest monster. Yeah, the adapter to make NES work on... let's not go down there. Yeah, I think I'll just try it. 150 bucks. I'm being picky with my money these days. I'll try to make adjustments to the connection on the system before I go spending that money. It didn't look like it was difficult. I should have all the little tools for it. I got picks and crap. Yeah, there's a couple of games on Game Boy that I never got to finish. That dude stole my shit. I may have to go down there. Wait a minute. What am I looking for? Why is she not in my pocket?
We need to reset the router downstairs.
Downstairs,
Don't worry,
okay.
I'll take care of it.
Jumped through the window with an open door. Alright, let's go downstairs then. I remember some of the oddball games for both of those systems. Like the one that came with my Nintendo. It was called Gyromite. I think I had that and Duck Hunt. Maybe one of them came with it and my parents bought the other one. Super Nintendo came with Super Mario World. I remember it had one that for whatever reason I just really liked. It's called Joe and Mac. You happen to know that one? You know? Yeah. The Caveman. Alright. Let's do a little bit of stealthing in here. For some reason, that game really sticks out in my memory, and I liked it. Okay. We're being all sneaksy-like and hopefully getting past the thing, but it's probably near... Maybe not near the terminal that I need, but something I'm going to do over here is going to bring it to me. What do you want to bet? Okay, maybe I gotta go do something else before I can... Alright. Explore the room. Sounds like it's somewhere else. Oh, that was not a flashlight you just saw. You're in here all by yourself. Alright, where's the router? There he is. Okay, so I gotta find a router to reset. I'm looking for a button in here. I don't think that this person's going to be any help. So So you're probably about the same age as me then. Sounds like you got a lot of the same sort of stuff in your memory as me. I was talking with a coworker of mine. She turned 40 in August. I turned 43 in August. Younger chick, 20-ish, I guess. I haven't asked. What's that? Nothing. But I guess she talked to her dad, and she knew some of the same cartoons that I remember watching. It's less gray hair than me. Well, this is actually a little darker than the camera makes it look. The camera adds about 7 years, and my face adds another 7 years. I've always looked older than I actually am. It's just, seriously. That has happened every step of the way playing this fucking game. These VODs are just going to be blooper reels. But, yeah, I was surprised. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. What does this say? Flip switch to confirm. Okay. Is that everything I need to do? Frame online. Oh. Okay, keep moving. It hurts, but keep moving. Yeah, I blame my daughter for every one of these. Something she did. But I was surprised that, you know, this person half my age or less was like, oh yeah, DuckTales, yeah, Chippendales, Tailspin. I was like, you've heard of these things? And then other people the same age refer to the 1990s as the late 1900s. Back in the day. Things like that. It's like, you're just trying to hurt my feelings with this. Yeah? I remember coming home from school. Sitting down and back in the day. You're doing it too. Man, I'm sorry about your luck, bro. I would make chocolate milk out of regular milk with the Hershey's. You dump it in there, stir it up. It never mixed up perfectly, but then you drink all the mostly chocolate milk and you had chocolate syrup at the bottom. So, oh, really? Okay. But yeah, you'd always end up with chocolate syrup down in the bottom, which I loved. So that was awesome. Back when I could snack like an asshole. Really? I can't just jump on there? I mean, even up into high school, I would sit down on the couch, a box of Cheez-Its, bag of chips or whatever, and I'd munch on those and sleep for 45 minutes or more. can't do that anymore. That's not healthy.
This better have worked. I'm not going down there again.
Alright, we had an asshole somewhere that I saved. Where was that? Simply 5 Hershey syrup. Keep an eye out for that at the store too. I haven't done it since then, so whatever their recipe was or changed to, I'm not aware of it. Actually, no. I have gotten it for ice cream. Because I remember with the child getting ice cream, and be like, all right, come here, and, you know, grab him by the back of the head and just give him a big shot of chocolate. Yeah, I'd do it to myself too, of course, because why not? Okay, where is that? Where is that asshole?
We should really look for a scan. Check the storage.
Is she up here and she can see me? Is there a button to moon? Oh. Is this what we're talking about? 2 years ago, 70 pounds. Oh, good deal. I have a hard time putting on muscle. I'm always a little bit envious of people who tell me that they do that. Okay, you whipped it out. Let me do something with it. No, wrong thing. I did do a diet a couple of years ago. Well, more than a couple by now. Sort of chip containing scan data. So now what do I need? But I kind of felt like I lost muscle instead of just weight. And maybe that was just me not researching well enough. But yeah, that was kind of irritating. I mean, I got down to the weight that I was wanting. I got down to 190-ish. It's kind of what I was aiming for. Look at more than one side. Maybe one of these isn't screwed up. No. Are you trying to get more fit or just lose some pounds, or what are you going for? Oh. Here we go.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Let's put that one there. Another one there. And we're cooking with fire now. Slot 2 chip.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
I don't know these people. And 180. Yeah, it's hard to get the body you want, or the overwhelming majority of us. 215-ish, I think, is where I'm at. So, yeah, I mean, I'm no athlete. I did manage to pass the physical tests for a security gig, which aren't insanely difficult, but you could be in worse shape. I don't think I'm all that damn bad. Okay, who am I? Alright, I gotta read these a little closer. Type. So does this give any kind of indication of who I'm looking for? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a save. Oh, I don't want to save and exit. I was thinking I had slots. Alright, well. Alright, why not? Didn't drop all. Plateaued.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Did he say who's with Theta Security Group? Oh, for the love of God. A cheat day. You gotta have. Every once in a while, you gotta be able to let yourself be a little unhealthy for the sanity of it. Let's see. Those are all the names I got. Okay, Theta Group. None of these say who is with Theta Group. Just go down the list. But yeah, it's...
That one won't work either.
Most people, I think, need to just have one day where they're not trying to eat just super healthy and all that. You know, I don't know, you...
I'll just load him up and get the simulator going.
Maybe not more than once a week.
There we are.
But
what are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk.
It's important. I mean, there's definitely a mental game there, and it's a steeper hill for some people compared to others. For me, it's definitely an uphill slope. I haven't been to the gym in a while. I was going 4 times a week for a while, because I really wanted to get in good shape. And I was getting better. Yeah, we'll put him in a ski lodge, why not?
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Take a deep breath, Mr. Wan. Everything is fine.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
It's not for me. I'm trying to save the Ark.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in.
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
We'll do the beach. Maybe he's a beach guy. Yeah, I've got some free weights and some bands downstairs. Like I said, for me, it's a mental game. But yeah, if you want to do that, then go for it. Take good care of yourself, man. Yeah, if you want to come back later, it'd be good to see you again. So yeah, have a good workout though. Thanks for stopping in. I might stop here in a little bit actually. Yeah, I'll probably call it in about 5 minutes. Because I want to do Azrael's game night. But yeah, I do appreciate you. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you when I bump into you again. Yeah, stay safe.
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Don't be afraid, Mr. Wan.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Listen, I really need your help. I need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here.
There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
Alright, last try. Last place.
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Don't be afraid.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
Don't worry, Mr. Wan. It'll all get better.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Don't get upset, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
I'm gonna need to go find something. I don't need to go carrying those around. I won't pick them back up. Oh, I still need to go get health. Okay, I'm gonna go find some health and then I'm gonna save and call it quits. A couple of things I wanted to get done tonight that I haven't. Not a good sign. Wait a minute. Where was his room? 'Cause we had all the...
I wish I knew Brandon better. What would make him talk?
Where are all the rooms that people stayed in? No. There's a sea asshole. See, are these the door? Nope, that's downstairs. I think I walked past them. I just gotta remember which hallway that is. We're on the same page. That's where I was before. There we go. All right, Brandon something. Okay.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Alright, so we've got some health. I'm gonna get this information out of the guy and then I'm gonna call it.
Brandon mentions a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Cute.
I think they should have paid a little more attention because it seems like a lot of people that they do these scans on end up offing themselves.
Alice and Brandon were definitely an item.
Good. Then we should find a way to incorporate her into the scan.
like a footstep. I hope it didn't make me search too much.
Brandon, you ready to go? Stromeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could dig line. What's it about?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
This way. Of course, now I'm wondering when the monster is going to show back up again. I still hear it.
I think we need to find a better location for Brandon Wan. The vivarium made me think about why it was simply the same room.
Vivarium? What are you talking about?
I don't like guessing what I did after my scan, but there's a good chance I made a schematic for the scan room.
Are you suggesting I check the scan room for schematics of the scan room?
Yes, and feed them into the simulator.
I go back to where I just left. Alright, which room was the scan room? Or did I go the complete wrong way? I think I went the complete wrong way. I think I was going to where I needed to be. Idiot. Idiot. This isn't the right room either. How did I already get completely screwed up? My God. Okay. It's gonna come out of that door. Okay, that's not what we want. Okay. How do I get it off of here? Copy to none. So I gotta find something to put it on. I gotta go get the thing off the other computer. I bet I do. Alright. Okay. Let's...
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Scan room. Copy to chip.
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Stromeyer. He said he needed a new site for ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's all right. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Wong. Brandon. Goodbye.
What do you mean? No, wait.
That's
Okay.
enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
Would I be, though? Would I really be? Okay, where am I? Where am I going now, though?
Simon, got it. We can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
On my way. This way.
There you are. Just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Huh. Never mind.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the Abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Alright, where's the critter gonna pop up from? It's not the door I want. Okay. How am I supposed to know what these are supposed to be? All right. to it. Okay. Okay. It's red, so I can't do anything with it. Is that something? Okay. Hmm. Okay, that opened a little bit. I think it was before. How am I supposed to get in there with that thing? And leave? Okay, I'm gonna fiddle with this for about 4 minutes. And either someone else is going to show up or I'm going to call it. Is there another button on here? That looks like a button I'm supposed to push. Up on there. That apparently isn't anything. What else could I need to do? Nothing there. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's got a grate over it. I feel like it's something in that room. I don't know how to get into. That's not a button. Wait, this is the same room. How do I open the door? Let me open the door and call it a night. It looks like a button there. A switch or something. I don't know what that is. That looks like a different room. Okay, well, I think this might be the stopping point then. As I remembered, we were trying to get into that. I kind of wanted to make that the stopping point, but I'm not going to dink around here for... So I got to move that. That's a security camera. That's a wireless router or something. Buttons or anything here. No prompts. Okay. Okay, we're going to make it after all. We're going to get this wrapped up. Well, it was unexpected, but not exactly shocking, since every robot has a copy of a human in it. Well, yeah, I gotta call it. So, anyway, we're gonna call it there. Let's see, I don't think I have. Yeah, none of my acquaintances are online, so I guess no raid today. And if you're seeing this, I appreciate you hanging out. And hope to see you again somewhere along the way.